your energy, your vocal insights, creating the word lunatic fringe that I think we can now, we'll see that probably in the new dictionary in the near future, and you've brought a perspective too that I've appreciated in the 4 years you've served with me. It's been an honor to serve with you also, so thank you very much to the three of you. And on May 2nd, we have budget hearings. This will begin next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. here in this council chambers with the Finance Committee, and we encourage the public to come forward. And we now have some very serious discussions of the budget and how we spend the money and what we do with it. And I think the public should have should be interested in this and should be involved. So we'll see you next Monday, May 2nd. Mr. Simpson.
Oh. Well, when I first came on board in the council, when I was sworn in, I was basking in a glow of electoral victory, and I was inspired to quote Archimedes, Thomas Jefferson, and John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Upon losing the election, my first unfortunate response was to sip from the cup of bitter gall that is electoral defeat to who I misinterpreted as an ignoble candidate. The better angels of my nature, however, suggest to me that I was unhorsed and unseated but not unmanned, and done so within the confines of the rules, and so the challenge and the challenger were worthy. I wish to thank the fellow members on the council for their camaraderie and their tolerance of me in my peccadillos. I wish to thank His Honor the Mayor for his leadership. I would thank the members of the city staff for their hard work and dedication. I would single out the city manager, our police and fire chief, because they've helped me understand things about city government that I otherwise would not have known. I also want to thank the loyal opposition, sometimes also known as the lunatic fringe. I encourage their endeavors in the future. I would wish the council the best. Those of you who will take your seats at the next meeting, I would implore you that the city will need your best efforts as you determine your best efforts. And finally, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
Thank you, Mr. Simpson. For the TV audience, that was a standing ovation, I'm sure. Mr. Tarazinski.
Thank you very much. Always a difficult act to follow, Alderman Simpson. But I, too, would like to take the opportunity to thank our serving aldermen for the fine service. Lisa, I certainly want to recognize you. Not a difficult or not an easy task to step up and sit up here and take the abuses and the inputs that you may receive, not always flattering, and with only an occasional thank you. So recognizing that, certainly want to thank you and recognize your efforts. Pam, I think you have been a great addition, and welcome from the 3rd Ward. All the things I hear are positive about your service, and certainly want to recognize you and thank you for your service. Again, a difficult task in short order, coming up to speed and in a difficult time. This has been a time of making some decisions that are very unpopular in the community. So anyone who's willing to step up and serve, I think, needs to be well recognized. That brings us to Alderman Simpson. My wife indicated to me she is going to be very upset at your loss and you're not being here. She's you're one of her favorites, and why she likes to watch our council meetings, just waiting for some of your creative diatribes on various issues as they take place. So we will need to have some additional comedic relief as part of our agendas as we go forward without your service. More seriously, though, I have come to respect you a great deal and appreciate your service and efforts and a stiff backbone as in necessary times on some very difficult issues that you're willing to step up where I think others are not, and I found to appreciate that very much, so thank you.
Ms. Verbeek, please.
Wow, where do I start? I can't follow him, and I am definitely not the entertaining one. If a person were going to only spend 15 months on the city council, I'm not sure they would have chosen the last 15 months to be on the city council. I think a lot of people know why, but I'll reiterate the negatives, short list of negatives. Having to reduce our workforce was number one. Dealing with the state's delay in making local government distributions. Well, that isn't over yet. Trying to deal with the situation of much-needed capital improvements and vehicle replacements while still trying to build up the general fund reserve. There's a big question that still hasn't been answered. But those are heavy things, and I have appreciated Mr. Espiritu's taking the time to sit down with me, probably somewhat tediously, bless your heart, and explain many things and bring me up to speed, because we don't have, when you're appointed, you don't have 6 months or so to kind of get yourself set. I want to switch right away to the positives. The city department heads and workers stepping up to the plate to meet the challenges of the reduced workforce, and I think we should all give them a hand. Starting to think, this is a popular phrase these days, outside the box, combining traditional ways of looking at problems with more common sense, citizen-based approaches. Some of these solutions that just came to mind off the top of my head were early when I started. We approved wind energy systems for commercial application. Great move forward. I understand that we're going to be receiving a study on solar systems as well in the near future. A rain garden to improve a blighted area and solve over parking. Who would think? What a wonderful idea. Some more heavier matters, looking at alternative health insurance plans to begin to save the employees money as well as the city. That won't happen overnight, but a couple of big steps have been made in that direction. The 5th Ward North Neighborhood Group, terrific group of people that have gotten together. They meet on their own. They also meet with other groups, and they are in the TIF district, and they're talking about what they can do. And in conjunction with that, the mayor's Safe and Quality Housing Task Force. An awesome idea, very, I just can't believe the people and the ideas that are coming out of that. You know better than I, but what a wonderful group. Also, we're fortunate recently to have a local construction manager step up to do the tedious task of bringing together several years of studies and give us additional information to help us make a decision on providing more space for the police department. And I felt that special meeting was very positive, and I hope it'll bring everyone together to get the job done. I'm definitely going to be watching that. And second page, but it's only one paragraph, folks. And now we have Roger Hopkins and T.J. Moore on board to help with economic development and to call attention to the tremendous asset that we have, our little jewel out on Pleasant Street. I can't say enough about, I was at the Airport Advisory Committee meeting and found out that TJ had in his former life been an airport manager. What great credentials that helps. And finally, I hope there is a heightened awareness that it takes all of us, the city and the citizens alike, to maintain a safe, clean, and welcoming environment. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Pam. Well said. Mr. Gallagher.
Thank you very much to Lisa, to Pam, and to Bert. Their time served here, both 14, 15, and 24 months while I've been on the committees with you here and in the City Council. Thank you very much for your time and service, for always inputting for the different items that we have. And I'm sure you'll look back on this as time well spent. You went through one of the most difficult situations our city could face, and I thought you all did an extremely good job. So thanks so much for serving with me.
Mr. Naylor.
Likewise, congratulations to our departing alderpersons. A job well done, I do believe, and particularly for the short-timers to step in here and step up to the plate and participate and to bring forth a lot of great thoughts and ideas and concerns. Lisa, Pam in particular, and then to Bertrand, who's been here longer. Sorry to see you departing, but I trust you all keep in touch with us and do come back, and likewise keep your input coming, and good luck to you in all your future endeavors on it. Thanks again. It was great to serve with you. Thank you.
Mr. Baker.
I'm not going to get away with no report. Thank you, Mr. Simpson, for the last 4 years. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Lisa. I've said this many times over the last year, right? What you see sitting here is one of the most diversified and probably the best council to date. And I've been watching council since the 70s, involved on many levels in the past. These have been the most difficult times these last year or two. And we needed great stewards to help us come up with solutions that were diversified and offered many points of view. And it's the days of the rubber stamp are way behind us. And the 3 new people coming in, you've got some big shoes to fill, and I know you're up to the task, and I really appreciate the fact that you all have been coming to the meetings, and the lights are on. I can see in the audience from the 3 new people. They are paying attention, and this is going to be a lot of fun these next few years. And thank you for those that are departing.
Ms. Thomas.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity, and especially to Mayor for appointing me. And I also want to thank my family for their support, especially to my husband for his support, picking up my responsibilities and tasks at home with our kids, and making it possible for me to do my job. I hope that I have set a good example for my children and that they are proud of me. And just say I enjoyed meeting and working with you all, and many of you I consider my friends. And it's been great serving the DeKalb community, and I wish the best to the new council and make DeKalb the best the city it can be.
Thank you, Lisa. Mr. City Manager.
On behalf of the city staff, I'd like to express my appreciation for the 3 departing council members. It's been our pleasure to serve you, so good luck on your future endeavors. Also, tonight is Dawn's last regular meeting with the city. It's been my pleasure, and I want to extend my appreciation to Dawn for the 7 years I've been here. I know she's been here longer than the 7 years I've been here, but we really do appreciate the service you've given the city. Your smile, quick laugh, but more importantly, your professionalism will all seriously and sorely be missed. So congratulations to you and good luck.
She's going to be with us Monday night, though, right? You're not going to be with us Monday night? Oh, I thought we were going to see you next week. So, well, I'm sorry for the oversight, Dawn. Okay, well, you've been a great job, but you're going to be a great loss to this city, Dawn, and best of luck to where you move. Where you move to. Mr. Capitan.
Well, I'd like to thank the outgoing aldermen for their service. We appreciated working with you, and as was said by Alderman Baker, you've got big shoes to fill. I also wanted to thank Dawn for the time that I spent with her in this position. She was a great help in providing the legal support, the legal advice that was necessary, especially in learning my position as a new city clerk. And I appreciate the support from the staff in general and their patience in working with me as a fledgling city clerk. So,
Thank you, Steve. Mr. Spiritu? Chiefs? Engineers? Finance? Public Works? Okay. Thank you very much, and best of luck to all of you. Recess for closed session, approval of a staff request to hold a closed session to discuss personnel as provided for in 5 ILC 120/2C1, collective bargaining 5 ILCS 122C2, purchase of real property 5 ILC 122C5, pending litigation 5 ILSC 122C11, and minutes of closed session 5 ILSC 122C21. May I please have a motion to move to closed session?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gallagher,
Second?
seconded by Ms. Verbic. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Gallagher.
Yes.
Naylor?
Yes.
Baker? Yes. Thomas?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yeah, okay.
Tarasinski?
Yes.
Verbic?
Yes.
Mayor Polson?
Yes.
8 aye.
We'll now move to closed session. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted.